Hello everyone, this is Christy. Today I'm going to show you how to put that slim mini albums that I made into one thick mini album. Here I have three mini albums, three slim mini albums, and these are the same that I gave you in the tutorial, and I'm going to use them to put them together with a hinge in the middle, and I'm going to give you the dimensions right now. Then I'm going to show you how to decorate in between the pages after you are done with the hinges. For the binding, we are going to need 3 pieces of paper like this. I measure this paper at 7 1/4 by 2.5. I like to have 1 inch on each side because it will hold better each slim mini in between. You are going to score at 1 inch on each side, and you should have half of an inch in the middle. Then you're going to fold this hinge like this, and you are going to make cuts and angle. Don't do it right here. Just like this, okay? I already did the same thing to the hinges that we are going to use. And now we are going to get the slim mini albums, and you decide which one you want to do first, which one you want to put first, and next maybe you want the 3 of them the same. So I'm going to see if it's not upside down, so how I want my mini albums to look like. So now it's going to look like this, and this is going to be the first one. And now I'm going to glue this hinge right here, okay, just right here, and then the other one on the other side. For example, I don't know if it's going to be this one. Yeah, this is going to be the next one. So I'm going to glue it on the side, another hinge, and then the last one. Okay, here I'm back. I already glued the slim minis, and I put the hinges in between. As you can see, half of an inch in between. But I made a mistake. I told you there was only 3 hinges, but it's 4. You need to cut one more, okay? So we are going to glue this one right here and the other one in the other side. So we are going to attach this one to the cover. Okay, now I glued the hinges, and I have the slim minis. I'm going to measure the size of the spine. Now that you have all the hinges together and you have the slim minis in between, you are going to measure the width of your spine using a ruler, because all of the envelopes are different. I don't know if it's going to be the same. Mine measures 2 3/8, and I'm going to cut a piece of chipboard that has the same width as my spine, okay? So I'm going to cut the same width, but for the height I'm going to cut the same size as this one plus half of an inch more. For example, this one is 7 1/4. My spine is going to, the chipboard for my spine is going to measure 7 3/4 by the same width, okay? So, and for these sides, I'm going to cut the width of the side plus 1/4 of an inch more. So it's going to be same width plus 1/4 of an inch, and same height plus half of an inch, because I need to give 1/4 of an inch to each side. I have a piece right here, as you can see, is 1/4 of an inch bigger on each side, and the width is the same. And I have the piece right here, which is that, okay? And it's going to look like this, okay? Now, what are we going to do before we glue this one? We are going to prepare the chipboard for this one, because we need to open the flaps and the pages. We are going to leave more than as usual. I told you that it's double the size of a chipboard, but because we are going to cover with cardstock, I don't know if you prefer to cover with papers of your paper pad. I recommend to cover with cardstock and then put the design paper on top. So we are going to leave 1/4 of an inch on each side, okay? So we are going to put the pieces of the cover, and we are going to leave 1/4 of an inch for each side when we put the cardstock. And we also we are we also are going to cut a piece that measure exactly the same size as these two, okay? And we are going to glue on top because we don't want this one to be so weak, right? And I'm going to get the cardstock for my cover, and you will see that in fast forward. How it's going to look when it's binded. As you can see, it's very sturdy, and the binder, I mean the cover, and the cover is flexible because it has enough space right here for the folding part, okay, both sides. And also the slim mini albums, they have enough space to open all the pages. So now I recommend you right here not to put a lot of embellishments, because what happens if you put like right here, for example, where is the gap, if you put big flowers or big embellishments, when you open, it's going to get stuck right here and it's not going to open very well. So try to put something like it's less than 1/4 of an inch, okay, height. Any embellishment that is less than 1/4 of an inch. Don't put big dimensional flowers or embellishments. Okay, now I'm going to use this paper pad that I had in my stash for years. I wanted to use for a special mini album, and now this is what I'm going to use. It's not in the stores. I'm sorry if you like it, but they are not selling this one because I think I have like about 6 years in my stash. Okay, and I like it because I'm going to put some pictures of me and my family, and I love the colors, and I was saving this paper for this special mini album. Okay, now I'm just showing you the pages, and I'm going to cut, and I'm going to give you tips on how to put the papers on the pages. Okay, and this one has a lot of tags. Okay, now I'll be right back when I have all my papers cut. This is how my mini album, my thick mini album looks like. I put this paper on the cover. I liked it so much, and I covered the spine as well in the back in some of the pages. I wanted to let you know that when you put a cardstock, okay, if you want, you can distress the edges of the paper that you put on top, and you can put different material at the back if you want some laces and stuff like that. But for example, mine, I want it like this. But if you're worried about this corner, you can put maybe washi tape, and I think I have some washi tape. I don't know how I'm going to finish embellishing, but there are different ways that you can finish your album. And as you can see, all the slim mini albums are in there, and I'm gonna show you how I decorate them with the paper, and I'll give you some tips. Okay, remember my envelopes are 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, so this is how I cover this part of the cover, and I leave this part clean so this can move and the paper doesn't lift. Okay, so this part is not done because I wanted to show you what I'm going to do, and you can do anything. And that's one of the pages that you can maybe put a pocket or something else. I'm gonna give you ideas. Then right here, when you have the paper, if you have a paper pad, one of the tips is that you can measure the 12 by 12 and see which angle is the best, and then cut that side first. For example, in this paper, I chose this part up here to display, and this one is what I measure after. So I wanted to put this one here, and I cut down the measure that I needed, and then right here is the other part of the paper. So the tip that I wanted to tell you is about cutting the paper. Okay, you have to use a cutter, or you had to use ruler to trace very well, because when you make an album, if you just cut with scissors and you are not marking the lines, then it doesn't look perfect like this one. You have to measure very well. For example, these envelopes are 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, and you have to cut 1/4 of an inch less of the measurements. So I cut the paper at 5 by 7, and what I have is 1/8 of an inch on each side. Okay, can you see? It looks nice, huh? So that's one of the things that I wanted to tell you if you're a beginner, because people ask me how do I measure or how do I do this part, and well, I'm telling you how I cut the papers and how I glue them and what is the size around. Okay, now try to match the colors. For example, this paper had a 12 by 12 with this design, but because this is a lot of colors, in the other side you had to put something like calm down this color. Okay, so that's what I'm doing when I have these flips. Okay, now um, if you remember the first slim mini, this is the insert. Can you see this white comes down this red? Okay, and now you open and you have a yellow for this side right here that is bright red, right? So that's how you had to think when you are using your papers. Now I have this gap right here. I need to put something else right here, because if you want you can leave it up like this and put like maybe some thick embellishment, but not too thick. Remember, it's 1/4 of an inch thick, no more. Okay, and then the other side, I have the two pockets, and then I already have the cards, but I didn't put papers yet. And then right here, see another 12 by 12 that I cut, and it continues and it looks like it's one paper, right? But then you open and you have a pocket right here, and I put a card, but I didn't put paper on this card. I don't know, I didn't choose yet. Okay, but as you can see right here, for the back and the top, you can choose the same color, and when you put the card, it looks very, very nice. It matches. And also to know that this is the pocket, because it looks like one whole page. Then it comes the embellishments from the die cuts from the paper that you can put like titles or something here, right? And I like this paper because it has a lot of designs that looks like washi tape, so I'm going to use some washi tape there. Then there is another space that I didn't fill yet, and this is the one that you overlap 2 times. Okay, and when you put the album this way, it opens very well. See, then again, and then you have the last one with the pockets, right? I wanted to show you even the card, you use the same measurement. Okay, 1/4 of an inch less. Okay, now I wanted to show you this part. When you cover the back, don't cover it exactly the size that you need. Always try to cut at least 1/2 of an inch. So when you just put inside, okay, of your pockets, it will look better, and the paper slides much better. Okay, I didn't cover that part because I wanted to show you that one tip. Okay, and then you can put your papers like this. This mini album, because it is with envelopes, it's very flexible because it's not too thick as cardstock, the envelopes. And if you just finish putting the papers, this is what you're going to do. Okay, you're going to move so the papers can be like kind of soft. You're going to move to one side to the other, and then when you open it's going to be easier to have that flow with the pages. Okay, and like this. Okay, I'm going to give you ideas on how to fill the pages that we have. We have these, no, the front and the back, and the front and back of each slim mini album. See? Okay, now these are some ideas, because when you have the album like this, you have room in here, right? Okay, now I thought that I can put a little more right here, so I chose to put, okay, one more envelope instead of just putting the envelope for the pocket. If you want, you can do it. I chose to put one more, add one more envelope, and I'm going to do it like this, add one more. So this one can be two hidden pages that are going to be there. And for this part on top, I can put the pocket. So in that piece that I cut, I put it at the bottom, so I have double pocket. And then this double pocket, it's going to open, and I have two more places for pictures, right? And here is one of the cards that will go in the pocket, and I put tags in the small one. For this one, I thought that something like this could be fine. This is a card that came with paper, cards and envelopes, and I just measured the size that I wanted, and this is like 4.5, I think. And I'm going to glue this one right here. See, I'm going to glue this part up here, and this card is going to reveal maybe something like I can put a frame or saying or something, and when you open, you can have the picture here and here, right? And I cut one envelope like this. This is 1 inch from here to here, and this one is 3.5. And then I cut this one, and I'm going to glue this part right here, and I'm going to glue right here this one too. This part will be better like this, so maybe I can put this one right here. So I'm going to put this one right here, and I have two more pockets, and I think this one will be fine right here. Okay, yeah. And now for this one, I already put one pocket, and I thought that I could do the same thing, adding one more page that will open to the back, like that. Okay, and I can put another pocket, and when you just see, it will look like two pockets of the same size, and then you can open this page. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do here. And for the last part, okay, I don't want to put anything, just maybe a few embellishments on this side. And for the last one, I can maybe add one more page or a pocket or something. I didn't think about the last page yet because I don't know how bulky it's going to be. Doesn't look a lot yet, but with the paper it's going to be more. I just added the pages that I told you, and this is how it looks now. Okay, in the first page of the first Slim Mini, I added one envelope right here. I glue the top part, and then right here I just put the two pockets, and this is how it looks. Then right here, as I told you, I cut the envelope, and this part up here I put it on this side, and now I have pockets for the tags that comes with the paper, and more space for photographs, right? And then this is the card that I added, and I glued right here underneath this paper, and this is how it looks. And I scored 1/8 of an inch more. When you add 1/8 of an inch right here, your paper doesn't need magnets. It just falls and gets straight. And then right here, this is the other part. This is where I added one envelope, and now I have room for more pictures. And this is another pocket that I added, and I decorated the same way in both pages. And for the last page, I decided to make something small, and this is one card that was left. I cut a little piece for the hinge, and then this one was left, so I decided to use like this. You open down, and I put hinges all around underneath, and there will be a tag here, and I will put something to hold this part up here of this flap.